So just information for our coaches and teams. Make sure that your athletes are lined up at the right part of the track. It is indicated on the start list. Blue band or rail, very important. You must be in the right position on the right side of the track. Thank you. Test 1 2 check test 1 2 1 2 check test. Well, we're getting ready here for our qualifier. Once again, our top 12 athletes from each qualifier will move on to the final race that will be coming up later today. And we have in this race number 201, Riley Pickrell, just coming off a victory in the Kieran. Levi Ogritzlo, number 205. Christian Nucitelli, 207. Mathieu Di Vittorio, number 209. Mathias Guillemette, 214, 214. Tristan Jusson, 215, 215. And the race is on, gentlemen. 30 laps to go. Félix Robert, le 216, 216. Wyatt Schneer, 218. Matthew Hogan, 222. Axel Froner, 224. Rich Elliott, 227. Brett Stoppa, 230. Jackson Kinneberg, 232. Already a win for him here today. Matthew Muir, 234. And Caleb Bender, 236. Only 12 of these men moving to the next round. This is a 7.5 kilometer race, 30 laps. And basically it's the first rider over the line if nobody has been lapped. And going for a little trip off the front is a member of Team Saskatchewan, Caleb Bender from Glen Avon, Saskatchewan. And we have one rider off the front, un coureur qui s'est détaché du groupe. Pas de panique au sein de notre peloton. No panic in our peloton right now. One sole leader once again, Caleb Bender from Team Saskatchewan, right there in the green and gold and black of Team Sask. And he now has more than half a lap up on the field. So if he was to reintegrate the field, if they were to let him, it would be his front wheel crossing the line. That would be the winning wheel, as we say, even if he was in the middle of the pack. And we invite you back, our next session will start at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday. So you're more than welcome to join us for day number 2 of the Canadian Track Championships. We're starting with our sprint qualifications. That's always fun, that flying 200. Then we'll also have our points races. Then we'll go into some of our sprinting quarters. Then we have our paracyclists. They'll be doing their pursuits. And then in the evening, well, it's all about sprinting, a few elimination races. So tomorrow is very much a day of speed with some little intermissions of individual pursuits and elimination races, which is pretty much about speed, just in the group format compared to the match sprints. Looking down, counting 18 to go, 18 tours à faire. Nobody really in panic mode at this point. Very quiet out there. So everybody is down 1 lap on Mr. Bender. So he is your race leader, not the head of the race, but he is your race leader as he has lapped the field. So if the race would to be finished now, everybody would finish the minute that his front wheel touches the line. Well, good move by Bender. He would just be able to sit in there, relax. All this is a qualifying process, so he doesn't need to be panicking at all. Not one bit. With that lapping of the field, he's all but got insurance now that he will be part of the qualifiers. And he's just going to take another kick at it here as he stands up on the pedals. Didn't go very far, but there is some movement now happening. Félix Robert qui se détache du lot. With the orange helmet, that's Félix Robert of Team Québec, de l'Équipe du Québec. And he's in a group of 3 with, right there, I think is that Pickrell that's there? Sorry, not Pickrell, I mean Schneer. There might be Pickrell. Let's see as they go by here. We'll pick that one up. If it's 2-1, it is Riley Pickrell. No, it is 2-6-2-18 Wyatt Schneer. With one of the attack racing boys at the front. Some movement happening by one of the members of the NCCH Elite, Rich Elliott. So in the front group with Pickrell and Robert is Matthew Hogan. Yeah, and that was a move right there by Elliott for a little while anyway. Matthew Muir leading out the 2 Albertans in this race. Kinneberg is the other one. And it looks like they're going to just let Elliott come around here. Number 227 right there at the front in the green and black outfit. Brett Stoppa, not really purposely moving to the front, just everybody slowed down, and he was on the shortest portion of the track, so became your instant leader. As we are coming down to the finale of this first of 2 qualifiers for our junior men's in the scratch event. 2K to go, or just under 2K to go. Moins de 2 km à faire maintenant pour nos athlètes. 7 tours plus précisément, 7 laps to go. And now, a lot of peering there by Pickrell, looking over at Schneer. It almost looked like he was saying, do we go, do we go, do we go? Still a bit early. And also someone like Pickrell has been involved in some very tough racing the Kieran, just to mention one. Long days of racing for these younger athletes. Some of them have done the pursuit. Some of them have done also adding on to that the Kieran, and now into this scratch race. A lot of mileage out there in one afternoon and evening of racing. Back to the front, Rich Elliott out of Barrie, Ontario. Oh, now it's starting to move as we are coming down to our final moments. There we are, the bell lap. Just a reminder, Bender has this one in the books. That's why he's sitting at the back. He knows he's qualified. He's one lap up on everybody. And he's just going to sit up there, and he'll have to wait and see who are the other athletes that will follow behind. 11 others will be joining this man here crossing the line, Caleb Bender. Smart move by the Team Saskatchewan rider. We're going to move right on to our scratch race qualifier number 2. $14 riders in this second heat. 15 were in the first, and only 12 of these riders will be going to the final race, which will be completing our program in the junior men's category. So once again, we ask your cooperation, coaches and team members. Please follow what is on the start list or on the start boards if you are on the blue band or at the rail, please. Alors, on vous demande votre collaboration, entraîneur et athlète, selon ce qui a été affiché. Vous êtes soit sur la Côte d'Azur ou, bien sûr, à la balustrade. Donc, veuillez vous placer selon l'ordre désigné. Merci. And we need the holders. Please, on a besoin des gens qui peuvent tenir les athlètes. Merci.